Hello and welcome to peerlearning.net. In this video, we are going to review the process of creating groups. If we have elected to use an existing group configuration when launching the lesson, or we have elected to have the groups randomly assigned, we will find that students are already assigned to groups. If we have elected to create the groups manually, all students in the class will be in the unassigned area on the right. Students can be clicked and dragged from the unassigned area into groups, or the group picker can be used by clicking the pencil icon for each group. Finally, we may choose to shuffle the groups, which pulls all students into groups that are assigned at random. At this point, we may further edit our group configuration. A student in one group can be swapped for a student in a different group by clicking and dragging one student over the top of the other. If we have a student with special needs that could benefit from working with another student throughout the lesson, we can create a pair through the buddy system. Simply click and drag one student to a position slightly below the other student. When paired, the two students have the same role in the same group and will move through the lesson together. If we happen to do this by mistake, we can move this pair into the unassigned area and then place the two students individually. If we have an uneven number of students, such that there are extra students left over when creating groups, we can add an extra student to some groups. For example, we may add a fourth student to a group of 3. This can be helpful if the teacher is running a lesson over multiple days and is concerned that some students may be absent on subsequent days. If there are extra students in some groups, then these students can be used to fill in for students who are absent. The extra student is assigned a role at random, but the teacher can toggle to a different role if necessary. When groups have at least one student in each role, then the teacher can either click the Done button or save the group configuration to be used again in the future. Note that groups can be completely empty, but a group cannot be partially full. If there is at least one student in the group, then peerlearning.net will ask the teacher to either complete that group or move that student elsewhere, leaving that group empty. We are now ready to start the lesson using the Start button. Once a lesson is started, the teacher's first step is to review the target social skill with the students and set a goal for how many times they want to observe that skill being practiced. In a remote lesson, the teacher can allow students to talk using the toggle switch in the upper right corner of the screen. The teacher can mute themselves using the mute button in the upper left.